Okay, so let's go ahead and make that post, and let me earn my 45 bucks here. Here's how we're going to do this. First thing I need to do is select my blog, because I might have more than one blog that's been approved by the PayPerPost staff. In this case, I only have one, so I'm just going to leave it where it is. It's going to say it wants the exact URL of the individual post. I can't do that right now because I haven't actually made the post yet. And that's going to ask me if I want to donate to charity. I like my money to go to me. I'm not going to donate this money to charity, but if you wanted to blog for charity, you could do that down here. So what I need to do now is I need to go into the administrative side of my blog. So now I'm over here where I post a post to my blog. This is a WordPress blog. Your blogging software may look different. Maybe you're using Blogger or different software. I really like WordPress. It's what I use for my personal use. So now what I want to do is I've already composed this post, and I want to show you that I composed this post in Word. I used Word because I ended up with about a 500-word document. However, I didn't know I was going to end up with that when I started doing it. When I blogged about this service, since it was really a pretty cool service, it was easy to tell a nice long story. But remember, one of the things is word count, so I can go up here in Word and I can say, show me my word count, 574 words. So if it was like 198 words and they wanted 200, I would know to add some more. So I'm good there. The other thing is Word does a very good job of looking for typos and making sure that I spelled correctly and all, so I did that. Then the next thing I did is I highlighted everything and I hit Control-C to copy it, and I came over into Notepad and I pasted it in Notepad before I brought it into WordPress. The reason I did this, and I'll go select all, copy here, is because Microsoft Word does some funny things with formatting, and sometimes things like quotations and things don't come out quite right when you paste a Word document into another document. So that's why I always, if I compose something in Word, I'm going to paste it into some type of online editor. I'll drop it into Notepad first. So let's go on over back to my blog, and I'm going to just hit Control-V, and that's going to drop my post in to my WordPress editor. Now, this was my title. So I'm just going to put that up there, just drag and drop that up into my title box. And then I'm going to delete it because I don't want to repeat my title. So now I have my title and my post. And I'm almost done really already. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to come in here and see this? This is the link that they wanted. I put it in brackets so I could find it easily. I'm going to hit Control-X, which means I'm going to cut it so that I can use it here in just a second. I'm going to take the brackets out, and then these were the words they wanted linked. So now I'm going to go highlight them. I'm going to bring up in my WYSIWYG editor a little box that's going to let me put a link. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop that link in here. And I'm not going to do any kind of special formatting or anything with it because they want their link exactly the way they put it. And then I'm going to scroll through here a little bit. And right here, I say at the end, I said I recommend you visit iBackup. So I'm going to go ahead and give them a second link. Now, this link is not going to be formatted the same way, but I'm going to go ahead and give my advertiser 2 links. Advertisers will always appreciate additional links, and unless they specifically request that they don't want an additional link, I usually give them one. It's probably part of why I have that high TAC rating from my advertisers. So now I've got that done. Now remember, the next thing I needed to do over here was I have to include this image, this custom image. I'm just going to highlight the whole thing, right-click, and say copy it. And I'm going to come back over to my blog post, and I'm going to pull up my HTML code by clicking on HTML. If you're in Blogger, there's a tab for it. You're using your blog software, whatever it is, it's probably pretty easy for you to find your code view. I'm going to come into my code view down here at the bottom, and I'm just going to drop that in and say update. And as you can see in my WYSIWYG editor, there it is right there, and in just a second, that's going to go away and disappear, because it's transparent. So see, as I said earlier, that image is not going to show up. You want to make sure if your advertiser has put this contractual image in there that you make sure you include it. If you do not, your post will not be approved. And on a high dollar post like this, by the time you get a chance to redo it, it'll probably have already been taken by enough people that it's not available anymore. So you want to do that. So now I've got everything here ready to go. And now I'm going to do my signature the way I always do it, with a little tilde there, and my name. And I'm going to go ahead and justify that right. And then I'm using a plugin that you can learn about in one of our other presentations called Simple Tags, which lets me add Technorati tags. So I'm going to go ahead and stick in data backup, online data storage, and backup service. In is a few Technorati tags. You don't have to worry about this if you're not using this plugin, but it's something I like to do. And I think my advertisers probably like this too, that they get additional exposure on Technorati. And of course, I like that I get additional exposure on Technorati, which is why I really started using it. I am going to now set my category to business management. Is going to be the category I'm going to post this to. And I am pretty much done at this point. I want this to post immediately, so all I need to do now is go ahead and click publish. And it'll take just a second here for my blog to reload as it publishes. Okay, so now you can see that the post that I just made has been published. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it to go to the individual page URL. I'm going to come and I'm going to hit copy. I'm going to come back over into my PayPerPost opportunity, and I'm going to come down here and it's going to ask me for my blog title. I'm going to give the title here. And, oh, that didn't take for some reason. Let me go get that again. And the reason I copy and paste everything here is because I want to make sure that I give them the exact information, exactly the way that they want it, that it is, so there's no confusion, so that I make sure that my post gets approved. And the best way I know to do that is to just copy and paste it. And my computer itself needs to be restarted, so forgive a little bit of the slow nature of this presentation, if you would. So now I'm going to go back into there again, and I'm going to copy this time the URL. And I'm going to put that exact URL so that the automated system can find it. And now all I'm going to do is say take off, and it says I have to make sure I check this. I read or got and agreed to the rules. Take opportunity. And that is all there is to it. My opportunity is now under review. What that means is both the advertiser and a person from PayPerPost are going to have an opportunity to review the post. Once it's approved, about 30 days later, their automated system will check to make sure I haven't removed the post and cheated the advertiser and it's still up and active. And then they'll pay me directly into my PayPal account at $45. Now, wasn't that easy? If you think about it, this is the easiest way I know for a new person online to make a few $100s a month. You may not be able to get a lot of $45 opportunities at the very beginning, because in the very beginning, you might not have any good ratings, and people are asking for tax usually at the higher. There's a lot of different. Maybe your blog doesn't have any PR yet. Maybe you don't have enough content in it to even be approved yet. But once you get a basic blog up and running, this is about the easiest way I know to make a few bucks. It's why we put it out in the free member section to show you that we're going to teach you how to make money right from the beginning. So I highly recommend that you use PayPerPost. You start really building your blog up using that content. Please make sure to review the rest of the presentations on PayPerPost to get a better understanding of things like your rating by tag count and the requirements that advertisers will ask for. And we'd like to thank you for watching this video. This video was copyright 2007 by the ICE Marketing Group, LLC. For more videos and to learn how you can be a more successful internet marketer, visit www.marketingice.com.